For years, we all played by one simple rule online. If you wanted to be found, you had to master SEO. Well, that entire world is basically vanishing. So let's get right into this massive shift, this move away from search engine optimization to something totally new. And, while your brand's future pretty much depends on understanding it.
All right, first up, let's talk about the problem. That organic search traffic, the lifeblood that so many businesses have built their models on for decades. Yeah, for a lot of them, it's starting to just evaporate.
And look, this is not just some small dip we're talking about. We are seeing major publishers, the very companies that create all the content that search engines use to rank. They're watching their organic traffic completely plummet by as much as 55%. So why is this happening? It's simple, really. AI-powered search is just answering questions directly now. It's cutting out the middleman, which means there's no reason to click on a link anymore.
Now, if you think that's wild, check this out. This is where you can see just how catastrophic this shift can be. Take Chegg, the education tech company. Their whole business was selling homework help. But then ChatGPT came along and started doing the same thing, for free. The result? Chegg lost a staggering 99% of its market value. Just gone.
So this leads us to the single most important question that every single business has to be asking itself right now. I mean, if people aren't clicking on links, where did all that attention, all that intent, and all that traffic, where did it actually go?
Well, here's the thing. The clicks didn't just vanish into thin air. They've been rerouted. There's been a fundamental change in how we find information online, and it's created a completely new game. The new game is called Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO. To really get this, you have to look at how search used to work, right? For decades, it was all about retrieve and rank. You'd ask a question, and Google would retrieve a bunch of links and rank them for you to pick from. The new world? It's retrieve and synthesize. Now, the AI models retrieve information from a whole bunch of sources, and then they synthesize it into a single, direct answer for you. No clicking required.
So the first step in adapting to this is something called Answer Engine Optimization, or AEO. You can kind of think of this as the bridge from the old world to the new one. It's all about structuring your content, using really clear Q&A formats, using special tags, basically creating a roadmap so that search engines can easily pull out your information for things like those featured snippets you see at the top of Google.
But AEO is just the start. GEO, that's the real future. This isn't just about formatting your content anymore. No, this is a much bigger strategy. It's all about building so much trust and authority that AI models like ChatGPT or Gemini actually cite your brand as a source right there inside their answers.
And this new reality? It's already creating a really clear divide. On one side, you've got the brands that are adapting and just thriving in this new landscape. And on the other side, you've got the ones that are becoming invisible.
The difference really just boils down to a mindset. The winners, they're focused on creating authentic value for actual people with real human oversight. They treat their own data like a strategic asset, and they make sure their brand's message is consistent everywhere. The losers, well, they're still trying to game the algorithm, just pumping out tons of AI content and completely ignoring those foundational signals of trust.
And the results for the winners, they're just massive. I mean, look at this. Netflix saves over $1 billion a year just by using AI to recommend stuff that keeps you watching. 35% of all sales on Amazon, they come directly from its AI recommendation engine. Or Sephora, they boosted conversions by using AI to let you virtually try on makeup. You see the pattern? They're using AI to make the user's experience better, not just to rank on some page.
I love this quote because it just nails the core shift. AEO is a technical task, right? You format your content. But GEO is about earning your place in the conversation. The AI is pulling from everything: reviews, articles, forums, your partners. It is a whole ecosystem strategy.
So the big question is, how in the world do you earn trust with an algorithm? Well, it's not about finding some new loophole or a quick hack. It's about systematically building a system of trust.
And this playbook right here is incredibly powerful. So number one, be absolutely relentlessly clear about what your company is and what problem you solve. 2, build verifiable proof with original data and real client results, not just fluffy marketing claims. 3, get other people to validate you. We're talking analysts, partners, reviewers. And finally, number 4, make sure your story is the exact same everywhere an AI might look.
Okay, so let me be really clear about this, because it's the most crucial point. Trying to hack the system is a losing battle.
The only advantage that's going to last comes from being genuinely more citable, more classifiable, and more credible than your competition. You're building algorithmic confidence through just pure clarity and proof.
And all of this, it brings us to the final and I think the most important question that you have to ask yourself about your own brand in this new AI-driven world.
In the old world, right, the goal was to be rankable. You just wanted that #1 spot. In this new world, the goal is to be citable. You want your brand to be the trusted source, the one that AI models actually rely on to build their answers.
So if you remember nothing else, remember these 4 things. First, build genuine trust. Don't waste time chasing tricks. Second, structure your content so a machine can actually understand it. Third, back up everything you claim with proof that can be verified. And finally, focus on the digital assets you actually own and control: your website, your business listings, your data.
At the end of the day, this is the question that's going to decide who wins and who loses in the coming years. As we all stop searching for links and start asking for answers, you've got a choice to make. Is your brand going to be one of those 10 blue links that nobody clicks on anymore? Or is it going to become the answer itself?